Rugby is a multifaceted game in which players are asked to perform a substantial range of skills. Players of different sizes, shapes and abilities are able to partake and perform well within the structure of a 15-man team. In these coaching videos, we will show the key factors of the components which make up the dynamic game of rugby, plus ideas on how they should be practiced and used in a game situation. For example, passing, kicking, catching, running and tackling in the game of rugby today. From here we move on to mini-unit skills, where relationships and understanding of each other's play are vital components. For example, halfback and fly half, winger and fullback, thrower and jumper, just being some of the many units within the game. In other unit skills, players are then joined into two separate units, the forwards, who are involved in the scrums, lineouts, rucks and mauls, and the backline, participating in attack and defence activities. For team patterns, the two units should then work together, forwards and backs, working to complement each other's various strengths and weaknesses in an effort to achieve the ultimate aim of the game, to score points. For tactics, you may need to make minor changes for 1. Your opponent's ability, 2. The weather or ground conditions, 3. Rules or local safety laws. Finally, at all times during training, you as the coach should insist on a very high standard of practice. The goal is for the team to train as they intend to play the game. The spotting of technical failings and then applying the appropriate corrections are an important coaching skill. Good luck with your coaching. It should be rewarding and enjoyable for everybody.
Give it up! Give it up! Walk it up! Walk it up!
Good work, good work. Bring it up.
Rucks and Mauls are all about securing or maintaining possession, going forward, creating continuity and providing advantage ball for the backs. Any ball delivered from Rucks and Mauls must be controlled ball. Advantage ball is generally quick ball. Body position should be in a low position and not in a high position as players make contact with mauls. Note the position of the body on impact with the opposition. The ball carrier with his front leg forward provides the balance he requires to sustain the impact, whilst at the same time he presents the ball back for the rip. But you must remember that this simulates the body position that also puts this player in an ideal position to also drive forward. He can remain stationary, but in good mauls, you should always coach to drive forward. Given options available to the ball carrier, he may go to ground and place the ball. Or he may go to ground and roll the ball back. He may also go to ground and pass immediately. Or go to ground and hold the ball up for support players. Or stand in the tackle for support players to rip the ball. you must protect the ball with good body position. There are 5 options. Go to ground and place the ball. Go to ground and roll the ball back. Go to ground and pass immediately. Go to ground and hold the ball up for support players. Stand in the tackle for the support players to rip. In a tackle situation, or when a maul or a ruck is about to be formed, there is no one rule for any player approaching the maul or the ruck and as to what they should be doing out of the choice of ripping the ball or binding on their player and driving the opposition away from the ball. The choice and the decision must always be left with the player. All of them are right, because there are different circumstances that will require different techniques and skills in different parts of the field and in different situations. Now note, to support the ball carrier, the next wave of players have a choice. They can either drive in and rip the ball, or they may choose, depending on the circumstances, to come in and drive the opposition players away from the ball who may be threatening its delivery. First player takes the opposition player away from and frees the ball for delivery. Next wave. The players now have a choice. They can come in and bind on either side or go in for the rip. As soon as the ball is ripped, the original ball carrier then moves himself forward into a pushing position. The next wave then move the ball to the rear of the maul and hold it ready for the halfback. Support players should adopt a low body position so as to drive forward and ensure that the ball gets to the rear of the maul as quickly as possible. The correct technique for ripping is when the ripper comes in and adopts an opposite position to that of the ball carrier. That allows the ball carrier to turn and start pushing forward. It also blocks this player from interfering with the movement of the ball to the rear of the maul. This guy, rip, move it back, let's see it, where is it, there it is, break, let's go, yep, get the back, yep. Move it back, great. All players must practice the techniques of rucks and mauls. Link players should maintain a pushing position at all times. The aim is to go forward. Maintain good low body positions. Get the ball to the rear of the maul quickly. Deliver the ball while going forward. In this situation, the opposition have been successful in stopping the ball from moving back and have in effect taken control. When this occurs, the ball carrier has the option of then rolling his body and going to ground by his leading shoulder first, presenting the ball, and then the next wave of players come in and blow over. Protect the ball with your body. Roll, place or pass the ball. All support players must bind. Drive over the ball with good low body positions. Rucks are ideal for creating quick ball. Once the maul is formed and the ball comes to the rear of the maul, the call can be made to wheel left. When that happens, the player on the right-hand side detaches and packs onto the ball carrier. The other players then move, and the ball is presented again to the rear of the maul. Right? Teams should always look at the opportunity of setting runners up from standing mauls, and even from rucks. Runners should catch the ball in a flat position, taking the ball at pace. Mauls can be driven straight, or you can peel off left or peel off right. Communication amongst players is vital. Runners catch the ball in a flat, fast position. Let's first of all look at the high position of the body, the way not to do it. As the players come together, note the player who's got the ball is in a higher position. This forces the support players and the player coming in to rip the ball to also adopt a high position. This doesn't allow for the bodies to actually drive the opposition maul forward at the same time. It forces them into a stationary position, which is not good technique. It's important to note that when a ripper comes to rip the ball, he should not adopt the same position as the ball carrier. By doing so, he continues to allow the ball to be exposed to interference from the opposition. The ball carrier must adopt a low body position because the ball dictates the height of the maul. Protect the ball with your body. Link players need to protect the ball from the opposition. When executing mauling or rucking drills, players must practice all the techniques in as close as possible to a game situation, with emphasis on options available to the ball carrier, support players in a low driving body position. Communication is also a vital component of all mauling and rucking.
That's it, keep going, that's it. Next one. Hey, Wally. Hey, Wally. You got it? Right. Little passes. Yep. Put it down, round the cone. One. In there, come on. Ball, feed it back. Yeah, me. Right. Yep, Rodney. Wally. Get down. Stop. No. Rodney. Great. Have some rippers, eh? We'll probably pass this rip. Rock. No. Go.
All players should practice these techniques. Ensure you adopt a low body position. Link players should keep a low driving body position. The aim is to go forward. Communication amongst players is vital. When the ball goes wide, the open side flanker chases the ball hard, staying inside the ball with the aim of tackling the ball carrier or supporting a back who makes the tackle. The number 8 covers in a line, which is slightly deeper and inside the open side flanker, so that if the opposition cuts back, he blocks the inside gap and makes the tackle. Here is a good example of the loose forwards covering the first and second runners. From the scrum, when the attack comes on the right side, the defence's first runner is met by the halfback with the loose forward looking after the inside initially, then moving to take the outside gap, with the blindside loose forward coming across to the end of the ruck and in support. Here is a good example of an open side flanker chasing the ball wide and being the first loose forward to arrive, with number 6 coming in support. In this instance, the tack will come on the defence's left. A successful defence by the flanker stops the attack, and the number 8 now steps out from the new line of defence again on that left side. Attacking tackles. Communicate. Defend from the inside out. Pressure. Assess tackers' options relative to field position. From lineouts, the loose forwards work as a trio in establishing where the point of contact will be with the opposition backs and making sure that they maintain a screen that pushes the opposition backs across the field, which ensures that inside gaps are covered. The hooker's role in this phase of play is to put pressure on the opposition halfback and to ensure that the opposition backs cannot attack through the area where the lineout has just been held. Here is a good example of a hooker pressuring around the front of the lineout. When the opposition is in a defensive situation, the three loose forwards must work to cut down the options open to the kicker. When the ball goes wide from the lineout, the role of the loose forwards is to assist the backs by pushing the ball across the field and preferably to make a tackle or to support in making the tackle. The three loose forwards must communicate prior to the lineout as to how they will run across the field. Number 7 goes across, staying inside the ball with number 6 and number 8 staying inside number 7 and slightly deeper, so that if the opposition cut back, they meet one or two of the covering loose forwards. Here number 7 pressures the ball hard, and when the opposition cut back, they meet number 6 coming across. Focus on each line-out role first. Stay inside the ball. Attacking tackles. Defend the inside gap. Get to the breakdown. In this example, the loose forwards have established their pattern. Number 7 will push out hard and force the ball across the field while staying inside the ball. When the opposition backs cut back, they will meet number 6, who is inside number 7 and in depth. In this example, all three loose forwards are pushing out across the field and inside the ball, creating pressure to force an error. In second phase play, it is the role of all forwards to assess who needs to carry out the fence close to the ruck or maul. Tight forwards need to watch to see whether or not loose forwards are tied up in the second phase play. In this example, tight forwards fill the role of loose forwards by looking after defence close to the ruck, and then when the ball is released, by pushing out across the field to make sure that the inside gaps are covered. In this example, the two tight forwards realise they cannot reach the ball, so they come across, forming a second line of defence, so that once the tackle is made, they can enter into the second phase. The time of arrival at the ruck and at the maul. Stay close. Defend from the inside out. Communicate with the other players. Attacking tackles. The aim when receiving the ball in a kickoff is to secure the ball and to set the platform for the next phase of play. Note how the whole field is covered by the team receiving the ball, with the players being able to move forward to catch the ball. Points to note when receiving kickoffs. The designated catcher should move into a position to catch the ball. Support players lift the player and protect him from the opposition. Remaining players maintain the depth so as to catch the ball if not taken cleanly, or to drive in on the receiver. Secure the ball. Establish a platform to create an attack from. Have a designated catcher. Support players lift and support the catcher. Other players maintain depth to support the catcher or tidy up the loose ball. Ensure the entire field is covered. Deep kick to land just inside the 22-metre line. A short kick to land on the 10-metre line. A short kick to land close to the loose forwards. A long kick to gain territory. When chasing your own kick, have at least 2 players competing to regain the ball and the possession, plus 2 or 3 other players on the fringes to possibly secure the ball if the receiving team makes a mistake. Have at least 2 players attempting to regain possession from the kickoff. Have 2 or 3 players to secure any loose ball. The kicker has several options. Number 1, a high, shallow kick to regain possession. Or 2, a long kick to gain territory. The practice session should be structured to consist of a progressive warm-up combining a variety of grids with a full stretching routine. Then moving on to unit skills involving scrum practice, moves from the base of the scrum, all possible line-out options, backline moves involving all attack and defence options. It should then move into a team run either with or without opposition, ensuring that you cover all aspects of the game. After every training, there should be some form of warm down. When practicing, it is important to eliminate mistakes and train as you play.
Come on, keep it on, Chase.
Keep it on, keep it on. And right.
Stop. No, but the only reason they got didn't close the door and they just Go, yep.
Change one, go the other one. And then one more. Pull back one. One. That's it, one. All around one. Come on, all right. Let's see two. Off to two. Let's see two. And one more. Daddy, three. Stop, Daddy. Stop, Daddy. One, four. Wrong. That's a Chandler, 1 and 3. Come on, Joe. Come on.
Warm up. Incorporate a variety of grids and stretching, building up intensity as you go. Unit work. Forwards. Practice scrums and line-out options, restarts and moves from the base of scrum. Backs. Practice attack and defence patterns. Team training. Cover all aspects of the game. Attack and defence as a whole team. And eliminate any errors. Warm down. Finish with a warm down to assist in recovery.